Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, another brand new day. I'm going to quickly type something down here that I just remembered. So I'm going to say, talk about Hit Film Express. Ooh. But first, though, the Shelton, Washington Weather Plague Rat and Spider Report. Because, of course, weather, it was wet and rainy most of the day yesterday after I recorded. When I went walkies, I took my travel umbrella with me, but it didn't rain. So thumbs up for that. I walked all around town, but it was, well, didn't all around town. I mean, it's largely, I took a shower yesterday, and that is exhausting. And so I didn't walk to Walmart. I just walked straight shot to Safeway, straight shot back. So that worked out well. But it wasn't raining, but it's raining right now, and it is dark outside, pitch black. So it's going to keep getting darker and darker and longer, until late December. Then it's going to start getting light. But it's right around 4 o'clock. It starts getting dark outside, and it doesn't get light till after 7. So thumbs up on that. Yay! Slept. I'll try to come to that. Plague Rat Report, good lord. I mean, I've been reading more stuff about people that are working on the front lines, doctors, nurses. They are facing so much hostility from all of these people that believe COVID-19 does not exist. They are dying and fighting with the nurses because, tell them the truth, there is no such thing. And they are yelling and fighting with them until the ventilator goes in. And then, well, you know what happens after that. Hopefully they live through it. So this is horrific. We don't have a spike. We have a vertical wall in the United States. We never finished our first wave. We're in like a third spike with, it's a cliff. We're just going, whoa, straight up. Yay. So, of course, people wandering around. Post office used to have all sorts of signs up there about social distancing. Don't come in unless you wear a mask. You can't come into the lobby unless you're wearing a mask. There's nothing up there anymore. Nothing. No signs anywhere when you go into the post office. Not into the actual area where there are people. I'm talking about when you walk into the area with just all the P.O. boxes. Nothing. Ugh. I don't know what is wrong. I know what is wrong. And it's our president right now. So, thumbs up. But on the spider report, there is a little spider down there still. A little gangly leg spider doing well. I know those 2 garden spiders over there are still doing well. So I'm very glad that they're here. The one up in the window frame, well, I can't see her at the moment, which means she's probably hot. No, there she is. I see her when I move my head against the background. She's still there. And the one over in the corner, she has a great big old web. I have one of those push broom type things that's got a handle. One of her anchor lines is on the handle, so I haven't been using the push broom type thing for a while. And last night, she was just moving all around, zipping and repairing her web, so thumbs up for that. And when I say it's a parasocial relationship, people keep spiders as pets. And they put them in plastic boxes and they keep them as pets. So it's fine. I consider them pets, only they're not in containers, so they could leave at any time. But they're more just friends. Thumbs up for that. They don't freak out when I get near them now. They did before, now they don't. I've been in here wandering around. Spiders got good eyesight. They can see me. So they're used to me wandering. Thumbs up for that. Yeah. Now as for the sleeping, as stated, I was going to talk about how well I slept. I've actually been doing pretty good. I haven't been woke up from gut pain lately. I'm still not sleeping through the night, though. I'm still waking up around 4 o'clock because lately, even though I sleep on a 10-inch thick foam and memory foam combination stack, a mattress, and then a foam topper on top of it, even though I have all that, because I don't move, And because I'm having to brace myself so that my right leg does not cramp up while I'm sleeping, I have to wake up and move every few hours because, oh my God, the muscles on the outside of my hip joints are just killing me. I am so sore on the outside, so it's not really your hips. If your hips hurt, it's the inside, near your crotch. That's your actual hip joint. If it hurts on the outside, that's just muscular. I have sore muscles from lying on top of them, even on a 10-inch thick foam mattress, that I finally get out of bed at 5 o'clock because I just hurt too much. Thumbs up. So at least up until then, I sort of slept, but my housemates were out until like really late, and then they got back and they watched TV, and they really don't like take anybody else into consideration about things. So when they want to listen to loud stuff, they listen to loud stuff. Doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they listen to loud stuff. So I wake up at that point. Yeah. And there are some things that I did want to talk about here. I'm going to start off with this one. I want to talk about HitFilm Express versus Filmora. I have used Filmora 8 for like 5 or 6 years. Well, 4 or 5 years. I was living in my brother-in-law's garage, I believe, when I bought Filmora 8, because I remember using Filmora 8 in the garage. After a long time, at least 4 years, I was getting pretty proficient with it. Well, I've been using HitFilm Express 15 because Filmora 9 sucks. Filmora 10, oh my God, I took an hour and a half to do something that usually takes like 2 minutes in Filmora 8 before I finally gave up. HitFilm Express shares some of the minor annoyances of Filmora 9 and Filmora 10. But that doesn't bother me. It seems to make sense in the workflow area of HitFilm Express, whereas with Filmora, it was just wham into a brick wall. So I've been doing a lot of stuff with HitFilm Express, and I'm really pleased because holy smokes, the stuff you can do with it. I've always tried to do a level of pro stuff to my videos. I don't like clicks and stuff with sound, so I have always trimmed and faded sounds that come in so that they don't just sharp jump or click or pop or snap. That is so easy to do in HitFilm. It's you just a couple little things to drop in and it's good. So there's no pops and clicks anymore. Well, not that I had them because I worked real hard. Now you don't have to work as hard. I still don't like just abrupt jumps, jump cuts. Jump cuts are horrible. Even if it's not really a jump cut, where I'm not jumping a cut, but I want to blend in an effect. With HitFilm, it is so easy. It is so easy. There is power and such, so that now with my videos, I've been adding a lot of there's a ton of little minor touches that YouTube, of course, squashes with their compression stuff. So you don't really see it because there's a lot of little tiny things. But there's, like I say, there's no pops and clicks on the audio. I blend the video. I do color blending on things. On my gameplay videos now, what I do at the end when I'm talking, it used to be just I'd make a, what is the word? Stock picture, non-moving, and then talk over the top of that. Now, I fade the action into black and white. And then I talk over the top of that as the black and white silent action is happening in the background, and then I fade into nothingness after that. HitFilm Express is awesome. I imagine the non-paid version is probably good too. There's just a lot less you can actually do without buying some of the stuff. Thumbs up for that. But I just wanted to mention. Also, I really laughed last night. I don't want to make fun of this thing, but, there's a mascot for a pizza place that, goes, pizza, pizza. And so I was thinking last night, because my mind goes in odd directions, I'm a human being. We do that. And for whatever reason, I flicked on to Little Scumbags Pizza. I don't know why I was thinking about this. And so it's like, what would a Little Scumbags Pizza mascot say? And before I could even think properly of what it would done, I'm going to have to edit this one in my speech because I do not want to get demonetized. But you got the main character, the mascot, who says, let's see, how am I going to say this so I don't get demonetized? I like to have bedroom activities with animals. And he says it just that way, that I'm enthused. I've lost enthusiasm. I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself. So I have bedroom activities with animals, is the mascot's phrase. Hopefully up here I've got it written in text, but which will make a great clip for out of context memeing. Not that anyone ever memes me. I mean, I'm nobody and nothing. So thumbs up for that. But still, I was thinking about that going, what sort of pizza place would actually advertise that way? And what sort of pizza would it actually taste like? Probably not very good. Hopefully it's just the mascot and not like the employees that engage in this sort of behavior as well. Thumbs up for that. Still, I was laughing like a frickin' idiot because I had myself, I just was going, hey, little scumbag's pizza. I have bedroom relations with animals. And I just started laughing like an idiot for like 5 minutes. So, thumbs up for that. Yeah, I'm so above all of this sort of thing, aren't I? Thumbs up for that. Now, the one thing I want to talk about, this was amazing to me last night when I was walking out of Safeway. There was a person that was taking their cart and putting it into the cart return thing. And they had one of those e-vaping things, you know, so you can get your nicotine. So he went, huge cloud. Now, I was walking over there so I could put my cart away because I bought some sodas and a yogurt last night. And as I was walking up there, I looked at that cloud. And it is amazing how our brains work. Because looking at that cloud, I wondered what the cloud of tobacco stuff would smell like. And then, boom. I thought, you know, that probably, I wonder if it smells like pipe tobacco smoke. And then, boom, as I'd already snapped again. When I was about 14 years old, approximately, I and a friend had gone to this tiny little bookstore a few times in Bellingham, Washington, where I lived at the time. Just a tiny little hole-in-the-wall bookstore. Little place with books. They had a place for comic books in the back, and we go in there, and the guy smoked a pipe. Large pipe. And it had sort of a cherry pipe tobacco smell. And I remembered the bookstore, and how the bookstore smelled, and how the bookstore looked, and how the book dealer looked. No real details. I just remember him as a big man. Kind of burly, but gone too soft because, hey, he's a book seller. Kind of longish hair, mustache. Past that, I can't remember any details, but I hadn't thought of that for decades. Decades. And yet, all those neural pathways are still there. Because I could smell that pipe tobacco. I could remember the feel of comic book pages with that faint smear of pipe tobacco from the air on the pages. Decades I haven't thought of that. Some of you have been, multiply your age by 3 and you still, we're not born back that far. And I haven't thought about it, and it just showed up. It was a very, very weird moment. But still, thumbs up for that. The only other thing I really have on here to talk about, I want to talk about the difference between Marvel and DC comics on this one subject, but I'll do that tomorrow because I still like comic books. I love comic books. I haven't read them for ages, but I love them. They're awesome. But the one thing I do want to say is, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, when, I try to write, and I've talked for the past year and a half about my cosmic horror stuff, and how there's the young adult versions, and then there's the real versions, and then there's all this stuff, and it's well, how can you tell the difference between, what's the canon and what's non-canon? Well, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, boy is it irritating, because if I was on the receiving end, it would piss me off. But everything is canon. Everything. Even and especially the contradictory stuff. And I like that approach to be taken with everything. Once again, comic books, when they say, well, what's canon? Everything. Especially the contradictory stuff. It's all canon. Thumbs up for that. How irritating if you're on the receiving end of that. You want an answer. You want yes or no, A or B, sink or swim. And you're being told, yes. Is it A or B? I want to do I know? Is it A or is it B? It's both. Ah! And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having spent time and expended the calories. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm lucky I can remember what my own name is at times. So let me call my Chrome. And we have Mia Evans, thumbs up, and thank you. There's a symbol, and then Seraphim, AHR, thumbs up. Gamer Sayeta, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. Rover Plays, thumbs up, good to see you. Confused Owl 29, very, very cool, good to see you in the comments. F, thumbs up, and hopefully I'll be able to answer your question today. Trench Gaming, thumbs up, and thank you. Good lord. Excuse me. Adolf Titties, thumbs up and thank you. Cyrus Rule, greatly appreciated. Reese Puff, thumbs up. There's Adrian Bryan, good to see you. James Manson, thumbs up. Yas, greatly appreciated. I'm Lag, thumbs up. We have Shiro in this BIH, thumbs up. Mike, greatly appreciated. Suspiria, that was actually a good movie. And then we have Hazwan Hashim, thumbs up. Ali Shabiri, good to see you in the comments. We have Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Amanda Armstrong, thumbs up. Sort of. She's the unfortunate kind of person that skips the beginning of my reaction videos and then gets pissed when I talk over the video. Even though I explain at the beginning I'm going to and why. Then we have Christopher Thomas, thumbs up and thank you. Potatotron, good to see you in the comments. And last but not least, Tommy Nelson. Did I count properly? I have no ideas. To be honest, I think I skipped a whole bunch, but I'll find out in editing if that's true. And hey, good lord, I'm going to choke to death on my own saliva today. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well, with things like cat food and hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. And if you could check it out, that would be awesome. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the, not the subscription button, the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be cool. Does it work? What does it do? I have no ideas, but thumbs up for that. And hey, I've got this video that you've been watching, hopefully. I have another video I need to edit and then render and then upload. So I'm going to be semi-busy. Hopefully I'll also get something recorded for tomorrow, though I seem to thrive at just doing this right under the wire. So thumbs up. And of course, the lobster hat-wearing duck head of judgment suffers from a surplus of scorn. It is ready, not eager, ready, to cast that scorn upon all it finds disappointing. Do not disappoint the lobster hat-wearing duck head of judgment. It suffers from a surplus of scorn. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Damn it. Shouldn't even be a point of contention. They matter. And justice for everybody. The jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs keep brutalizing and murdering in their homes and on the streets. Ugh. And of course, wear a mask. Wash your hands. Try not to touch your face. Practice social distancing. Practice your self-care. And stay at home unless you have to go out. Please, you don't need to die from this. And it is insanely contagious. It does not care about politics. It just wants to spread. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very, very good thing. Be as creative as you can, and I will see you on the flip side.